Hi, my name is Heather and I am an oil painter and a mixed media artist. I'm going to show you today how to create this cool mixed media work that would be awesome to make for Thanksgiving, the holiday. Anyways, before I get started, please subscribe to my channel and hit the button if you want to see more art videos, and let's get right to it. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm laying down some papers on an MDF board. These are eco dyed papers, which I think are pretty cool. And I'm just laying them down with Mod Podge. I love that leaf pattern, it's so pretty. And then I'm doing a layer of clear gesso over this. It's clear, so it dries clear, you won't see it. And then I'm taking white gesso and I'm just taking a card and skimming across the top, creating another layer of texture. And now I'm doing a burnt sienna wash, which is just water and a little burnt sienna paint. And when that's all dry, I have taken a piece of tissue paper and sketched out these pumpkins. And I did that because I want the texture of the tissue paper. And then I'm just laying that down with some Mod Podge. And then when that layer is completely dry, I'm putting on another layer of clear gesso. And now I'm just going to take some acrylic orange paint and paint in my pumpkin. I'm painting all the pumpkins a different color. And I'm just using good old acrylic paint to do this. I'm painting in my leaves. I'm also using acrylic paint. And then what I've done is I've taken kind of a darker color orange and I'm dry brushing paint over the pumpkin where you can kind of get a texture, see some of that texture from the tissue paper. So I'm just kind of skimming down the pumpkin when it's all dry and doing a dry brush technique, which I think gives it some cool dimension. And next I'm taking like a sky blue color with a little bit of white gesso mixed together, and I'm covering up that tissue paper. You could do this with absolutely any color. It doesn't really matter. I'm just doing this to cover up the tissue paper and make those pumpkins pop. Now I am taking a paper towel and a little bit of alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and I'm wiping away some of the acrylic paint. So you can kind of see some of the underneath layers. I think it just gives it a cool look. And now I'm taking my charcoal pencil and I'm just shading around the pumpkin. And this really kind of makes it pop when you do some of that shading. And I'm just shading all around everything to really give it some form and some definition. And now I'm getting out my oil pastels and I'm going around the edges of the piece. I love the oil pastels. Really boxing out the piece. And then I'm spraying it with Spectrafix. And now I cut out with my Sizzix. I got the Tim Holtz Leaves collection, and I cut a bunch out with some pretty paper, and I am just putting those down with Mod Podge. And then when that is completely dry, I'm taking my Stipolo and some water and I'm shading all around each leaf. And this is really making the leaves stand out by shading around each one. And then I'm just doing another pass with an oil pastel, and I'm using black, and then I'm spraying it really good with Spectrafix. And then I'm going in and adding some highlights with some acrylic and gesso paint, just a mixture. For the orange pumpkins, I did a mixture of yellow and white, and for the gray pumpkin, I just did white for the highlight. And now I'm going in and adding a little green to the leaves, and I am signing the piece. And then I decided that I wanted some shimmer, so I added some cosmic shimmer mist to some of the yellow leaves. And that is it. Super easy, fun, pretty piece that you could do for the holidays for somebody that you love. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this video helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. If you haven't subscribed, I hope you will, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!